Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man looks in so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Yay, what up, people?
Oh, Sean, it is game time, baby.
Yeah.
Man, we had a fantastic weekend of football, bruh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The game did not disappoint. We know who's going to the Super Bowl.
We know who's going to the bowl, man. It's not who either of us picked at the beginning of the season.
Nah.
But
look, are you surprised though?
I'm
At
not
the
surprised.
end of the day,
Right,
these
I'm
are
not
two
surprised.
best teams. You know,
I'm not surprised. I'm not. Get in here, ladies and gentlemen. We
Come on,
got
people.
a show for you. Get in here. You already know what time it is. We got a heck of a show. Sean, I'm actually excited.
Oh, I'm very excited. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about Philly being in there, but I called my Philly fans, some people that I liked. I said, "Hey, congratulations! You're back to the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens against Patty Mahomes, but they look good. Oh yeah,
100%. 100%. Shout out to both of the teams, man. Hey, yo, I picked the teams before yesterday. Okay.
There you
All
go,
right, Scott.
There
Man,
you go.
I'm excited. I am excited, Sean. We got to start this show. You already know what time it is. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. The greatest show in Northern Virginia. If you haven't heard, now you know. Man, my guy, Sean Spencer, such an honor to be on the show with you, my bro.
Every day I get to sit here and talk to my girl. Oh, it's a good day. It's absolutely a good day.
You make me feel good, baby. You make me feel good.
Come on now.
We got to start off the show. A couple things that we need to do. We got some prayers to shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to definitely shout out prayers to William Dale Hughes. He is my fiance's father's brother. So she's my fiance's uncle. 82 years old. Army vet, Marine, what's it called? Vietnam vet, was out there doing it and, got a bad bout of pneumonia right now. He's in the hospital, which is the best place for him to be. But at the same time, it's just like, hate that it came down. We're actually able to see him yesterday, and he actually looks a lot better than they said he did. He's kind of talking. We were watching the game and whatnot. So just prayers to him for sure. So no doubt about it. But Joe, we gotta move down the list because prayers that he'll get better. But Janae, we lost a good one.
Yeah, we did.
We lost a good one.
We did.
We lost Pam Time, man. R.I.P. The funeral is a Saturday. Janae, and I don't think what do you think, man?
Man, I just gotta say, man, prayers out to that whole family. I know Pam was like a huge, person to look up to when we were younger, man. She was a great role model. She sung in the choir. She did so much, and she had such strength and fight. Man, just shout out to the family, and we're just praying for you guys, praying for each and every one of you guys during this time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just it's so sad to hear. We know she had been fighting, I believe, cancer for a long time, and we're hoping that she could hopefully beat it, but she's no longer in pain. She's definitely with her Lord and Savior. So prayers, like you said, prayers to the family.
Absolutely.
We're very close to the family. Reverend Todd is here. Mrs. Todd is always here.
Yeah.
You and I are extremely close to Tiffany.
Yes.
In one way or another. So just prayers to them, and it'll be good to see them, but unfortunately under these circumstances.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but we got to get into this. Oh, you know what? There's something that I absolutely forgot to tell you about, Janae.
What?
And I'm gonna make a little quick banner.
I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Oh no, we're good. Oh, we're good.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm a little nervous. With you, I get nervous.
It's season's over, so I ain't no Washington stuff.
I got you.
Yo, after 2 years, two and a half years of having a Facebook page created by our guy David Wright, we have reached a milestone. Let's Talk Football reaches 500 members. Let's get it.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 500 members. That's big, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
That's big.
That's real big. That's real big, man.
That's
Yo,
big.
so we
Awesome.
appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all coming in here and joining in with us, talking to us, talking football. This is what it's all about.
That makes you feel good, man. A little tear, man.
Right? You're
500 members.
doing something right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy. But look, we know why they're here, Janae. They are here to talk football. So let's get right into it. And Janae, we gotta go into might pain us to talk about it, but we got to go to that NFC Championship game.
Oh, the NFC.
Woo.
Fly,
coming into this.
Eagles fly.
Yeah, yep. hey, Mr. Cornell was talking to me. He was
I
getting me up.
He was. Fly, Eagles fly. Shout out to the Eagles. They crushed the 49ers 31-7. What a game, Sean. I mean, to lose your starting quarterback, to then go to the fourth string quarterback, then to go back to the third string quarterback who can't throw, warm up McCaffrey. It's kind of all the cards just fell apart, man. All the cards for San Francisco fell apart. Eagles is able to capitalize in every single way. Shout out to the Eagles.
Shout out to him. But like you said, at the end of the day, you knew it was going to have to strike midnight. Cinderella, your carriage was going to turn into a pumpkin, and this is what happened. We should not be surprised.
We should.
Purdy, shout out to Purdy, man. He made the best of an opportunity. He sat there and won, like 7 straight games.
Yes.
He did what none of us thought he could do. He did great. Got knocked out early, but I'm not going to lie, Janae. When I saw, I was like, all right, well, they don't have Lance. They don't have Garoppolo. Who are they going to bring in the game?
Who did they bring in the game? Your boy.
Oh, come on,
Your
Janae.
boy.
Janae, when I saw Josh Johnson going on that field, I said, no. Call the game.
Your boy, Josh Johnson. Didn't that look
Please.
Didn't that look familiar?
Oh, my goodness. And I saw him on that field, and I said, look, it just went from bad to way worse. Way worse. And look, we talked about before the game. When he came in, it was like, okay, fine. He has the mentality, just don't mess up.
Yes.
Get it to your playmakers. Get it to the right guys. And as we saw, he was able to hand it to McCaffrey, throw it to McCaffrey, get it to him. McCaffrey was able to get the touchdown, tied the ball game up at 7. and then that next drive, Janae, I'm not going to lie, I had a flashback of a game that he played for us in 2018. He was our quarterback. Took a shotgun snap, and I guess he was clapping. I don't know, but he just clapped for the ball. The ball fumbles. The other team gets it. And after that, man, 24 unanswered points, and that was the end of the ball game.
Yeah.
So,
it's got to sting. It does. It helps that it's on the other side now.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with it.
Yeah. I'm just thankful it didn't happen to us. But at the end of the day, it does stink for San Francisco. The defense tried to do whatever they could.
Absolutely.
But this was just Philly's day.
It's just, it was Philly's day, man. All the cards that fell, it was like, bruh. Yeah. Geez, man. Best 2 teams won in the Super Bowl. Absolutely. Ben Cornette missed on both games. Oh, he tried to put you out there, man.
Yeah. Call him out.
But at the end of the day, like, Eagles earned it. They killed it on defense. They were lights out. Them boys didn't come to play. And Jalen Hurts wasn't even all that good. It was literally everybody around him. Sanders was, everybody was doing so good. So that just proved that Jalen Hurts don't even have to do much. They can
Right.
win the game.
Right. And look, and I hope this finally shuts down this, myth that Jalen Hurts is just a runner, that he can't lead a team, that he can't get this done. Jalen Hurts is
because he couldn't run the ball. He couldn't run the ball. They shut him down.
You know what I mean? And look, he was controlling that offense. He had all of them going in the right direction. Jalen Hurts is the leader of this team. And look, they're a formidable force with him going. But like you said, Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert, Gainwell's getting touches. Everybody is getting their hands on it. Devontae, you see that one-handed catch by Devontae?
Oh,
come on now. Or
nice.
Devontae Smith?
Nice.
Yo. So, hey, shout out to them. That Eagle team is well put together. Then you talk about that defense, that hungry defense.
Man.
Come on now. What San Francisco the number one defense? I don't know.
But they were. They were. They were. I mean, at the end of the day, they were number one defense. But I also put it on the fact that, man, God, they were out there so much. Like, it was always a 4 and out. And, like, you right back out there. It was no breathing room. They just took you all the way down the field each time, and you tired as crap. And then 4 plays.
Right back.
Right back.
Again, that's because Josh Johnson was quarterback for San Francisco. So you're only going to get 4 unless he fumbles it. All right.
It was bad. It was bad, Sean.
It was rough. But, shout out to Philly. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
This is their second Super Bowl since 2017.
Yes.
And, I got to give them their credit.
You got to give it to them.
I mean, we've been fighting them all year. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely don't want to give it to him. I don't want to give it to him, but I guess I have to. I have to give it to him. Shout out to the Eagles. They did it. Congratulations. Fly, Eagles, fly. All of the Eagles fans that we have, we totally support you. We totally support you.
Yeah.
Okay?
We're with you, Philly. Represent the NFC East well.
NFC. 49ers having bad luck with these QB injuries. I mean, golly, 4.
Yeah. But look, and Will shared something in the group chat. This actually is an interesting situation now, because now you got this with the quarterback. You have Purdy has a UCL injury, so he's going to be sidelined for at least 6 months. Then you have Trey Lance, who had the ankle injury. They had to do surgery on that twice. And then Jimmy G's a free agent, and he got hurt too. We know his injury history. What do you do at quarterback right now?
I mean, you're going to have to go with one of the gimpy ones, man. You're going to have to hope that next season, that Trey Lance and Purdy, can still battle it out. I mean, you got time. The good thing is you got time right now. Yeah. And I think that's what works for them right now. It's not the beginning of the season where they, were both out and Garoppolo is hurt, all that. It's literally now you guys got time to heal, get healed up, because they definitely going to want to see. I mean, they both free quarterbacks. I mean, not free, but you're not paying what you're not giving them contracts.
Exactly. Yet. They're on that rookie deal. Take advantage of that. Absolutely. Is Jimmy G out for sure? Because I know a lot of people have been talking about him.
I think they're going to have to pay him. And I don't think they want to pay him. I think they
don't want to pay that guy.
Trey Lance and Purdy are going to have an interesting preseason and practice if they come back. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. If they get back from these injuries, it's going to be a battle, because I truly believe they both have super amazing talent. Yeah. So I think that Trey Lance definitely should at least, he gives me more of a Jalen Hurts kind of vibe. He's very good. He is very good.
I just need to see him on the field consistently. Unfortunately, the injuries have stopped that. And the year before, Garoppolo was in there. So I'm eager to see him get in there and play a full 17 games. But we'll see coming next year, because Purdy is no slouch. He's proved that.
Absolutely.
So
it should be very interesting, man. It should be very interesting with the Eagles, man. This should be absolutely interesting. But, Sean, we got to move on to the AFC, which was crazy. What a showdown. What a showdown. But it came down to them Chiefs. Them Chiefs beating the Bengals 23-20 with a last-minute field goal to end the game.
Yep. Look, let's go right to the spot. Let's go right to the point that everybody wants to talk about.
Let's do it.
The score is 20-20, late in the ball game. I think it's like a third down. Mahomes scrambles out. He's running for the first down, doesn't get it. He's out of bounds, plays over, and what's his name? Joseph Osai just pushes him to the side. The penalty gives him a 15-yard penalty, puts him in field goal range. They were able to hit the kick. Janae, I am having a hard time with this because on one side he got hurt. I want to feel bad for him, but what are you doing? What are you doing? He's out of bounds. You don't need to touch him. Oh,
I know.
Come on.
I know. But you're in the heat of the moment. You get fired up when they got that much adrenaline on it's coming down to the wire. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe in his mind, he thought he was still in. I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But, I mean, he did it. I mean, and I'm not to say that they weren't close enough to at least get the field goal from there. Right. But,
And but you gave it to him with the penalty.
You left Mahomes time.
There it is. That's the other side of it.
He's one of those quarterbacks now we can solidify him as you can't leave no time on the board.
Right.
I mean, he showed you this last year when he did it against the Bills.
Right.
He's a comeback king.
Yeah. So and look, and see, that's the thing. We sat there and we talked about that a year ago, and then it came to fruition again. But then it also begs the question: with 2 minutes left in this ball game, Joe Burrow had an opportunity to drive down the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
He could not do it. Now, the one big issue from a year ago that we knew they had to get addressed in the offseason, the O-line. Unfortunately, he had a bunch of injuries, but that O-line, Janae, was Swiss cheese. I mean, they were letting everybody in there, man. I mean,
but
Bengals,
the times to hold it, the times you got to figure out what the plays worked because there were plays that worked. I mean, you scored.
Right.
So I just, it makes me sad the way it turned out. But, man, the Chiefs are back, man. They're doing it again, Sean. Can we now solidify the Chiefs as the new Patriots?
Yeah. Well, 3 AFC championships in the last 4 years. This will be their 3rd Super Bowl appearance. I mean, we have to put them up in that consideration. I mean, Andy Reid is a true genius. We see what they've been doing. I think we have to put him in, and I think you got to elevate Kelce to that conversation. And he's the best to do it right now, even better than Tom. I know the accolades, but right now, nobody's better than Patrick Mahomes. Excuse me, sir. Patrick Mahomes. I
think it takes a quarterback. It takes a unique quarterback, and Mahomes definitely is doing it. That's what yeah, that's true. Yep. He didn't get going into the second half. He had 2 picks. They had other opportunities to score, but could have missed the field goal and would have had overtime. That's true.
True.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's not just on Joseph Osai. I completely agree. However, if he doesn't do that, they don't get until a easier field goal. So
I know, but we remember. But in football, they don't call it on one play.
True.
They don't call it on
more
one
than just one.
It's got to be. It's a team thing, man. And I just know, man, it sucks. It sucks.
This is interesting. Chris said, so let's discuss it. The 49ers had 2 former quarterbacks on the active roster yesterday with Juwan Jennings and Debo. Crazy they didn't give either of them a chance and decided to run the wing T. Yeah, they put in Christian McCaffrey there a little bit later in the game, and it's like, I did think about that because when I saw Josh Johnson, I said, no, SOS.
No,
do not bring this guy in there. So it makes you wonder because they did have some other guys
that used to be QBs.
Right.
Man, and Debo, can you imagine him being able to run and throw? What?
I mean, come on, exactly. So you have the best line. You have weapons outside of Debo, so he can do either or. You have him and McCaffrey running the read option.
Absolutely.
Who's going to stop that?
Absolutely.
Yo, good point, Chris. Good point, man. That's here it is.
My Chiefs are going to win. Okay, Scott.
We'll see.
He's calling it now. He said the Chiefs.
We'll see. The Chiefs. Yo, next week we're definitely going to have a show where we're going to be predicting it, who's winning, who's losing, scores, and MVPs. Stay tuned for sure because you definitely want to see that.
It's going down.
Yo, So is the run over for Cincinnati? We've seen what happened. They weren't able to get it done. They fell in the Super Bowl a year ago. They got this far. Is it over?
No. I think they're one of those teams now. I think that they up there. The thing is, still got a high-powered offense. They just, year by year, is going to start fixing that offensive line. And when they do, everybody better be scared. Because once they get the offensive line and Joe Burrow has the time that he needs, like all the other good quarterbacks, Joe Burrow is going to light up. And he's already lit up now. But imagine if he had a good offensive line, Sean. It would be great. It would be so great. Chiefs win, and the story would be Andy Reid beat the team that fired him. Ooh, give me my tinfoil hat. Oh, Chris. I love it. I love it. I freaking love it. I mean, but imagine Joe Burrow with a line.
Right. And that's the thing. He's going to be, I think that combination with him and you got Jamar Chase, you got Boyd, you got Higgins, those wide receivers, that running game, that combination is going to be solid for them for years to come. So shout out to Cincinnati.
Shout out to the Bengals, man.
We'll definitely see them. But, Chris, you had a good point there talking about Andy Reid. We got to give this man his flowers now. All right? He not only has been taking a Chiefs team that had not been this good in the postseason since the 60s, he's taken them to, the last 5 years they've been in the hunt, including like 4 AFC championships. He did the same thing with the Eagles back in the early 2000s with Donovan McNabb, Bryant Westbrook, Brian Dawkins. Andy Reid needs to be up there. I know Belichick's up there. We know about those rings, but where's Andy Reid in that conversation? Because he's the guy.
He is the guy. And if he sticks it out with Mahomes, man, they can get some rings.
Hey,
they can get some rings.
I mean, your question: are the Chiefs the new New England? Is Mahomes Reed? Is that the new Belichick Brady?
Hey, it could be. It could be, but they got to get up to the rings. I know everybody will say they won all these rings together. Yes. They got to get up to the rings. But I mean, damn, they got a pretty good start. They're always at the top. Right. Always at the top.
Absolutely.
They just got to win now. They just got to win.
They got to figure it out. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick little breather. We will be right back. We're going to shout out one of the other shows. We have a show coming up tomorrow. Let's Talk Football, the Round Table. Host, my guy, Mr. Nicholas Rosario, and Anthony Handy and Delilah Crespo. And Nicholas, he always wants to smoke.
So I'm going to take the Lions +3 in this one over the Patriots. If anybody can tame a bird, it's definitely an egg. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman is on the show, and yet during my segment, what is he doing? Playing around on his computer, making notes, telling jokes, trying to be a funny guy. Do I do that during your segment, sir? Do I sit there and make comments? Do I laugh at you? No, I do not, sir. What is this? I thought we had a better relationship than this. You know what? Don't make me go Shannon Sharp on you, because I'm telling you, let me tell you something there, Skip. I don't think this is right, because you be making comments during my segment. I don't think this is funny. I don't think it's funny at all. And let me tell you something else. When I was playing for the Broncos, I caught every pass that threw to me. Let me tell you something, Skip Bayless. That's what I'm saying to you. Take that. So anyway, there you go.
Jokes aside, that is a dope Shannon Sharp impersonation.
Yes.
Gotta love Nick, man. Gotta love Nick. Perfect impression. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shout out to them. Watch them tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Let's Talk Football, the Round Table. Definitely
Let's go
on that.
Let's go.
All right, we got people in here. Mahomes gonna get another Super Bowl.
Ooh, let's go Chiefs. Okay.
What happens to the Chiefs if Titans hire Eric Bieniemy? We'll see. Hey. All right, like Chris, I'm assuming you're a Titans fan, bro. You've been talking about the Titans quite a bit. Here we go. It's going to be tough for KC to slow down the Philly offense. Jalen Hurts is the kind of QB cut from a different cloth. He's going to be difficult to figure out, especially with great running game and incredible offensive line. You're absolutely right. Hey,
you're right, Ben. You're right. I mean, but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good hit because you can't count out the boy Mahomes either. Mahomes has proven himself. You can't count Mahomes out.
Right. Hey,
No
at the end of
matter
the day, at the end of the day, whoever has the ball last is most likely going to win the game.
100%. 100%.
And there it is. There it is. But look, Janae, for the other 30 teams in the league, weren't so fortunate to make it this far. We are in the off season and moves are happening left and right. Coaches are going different places. And so are offensive coordinators. Didn't y'all have some moves that were made?
We had some great news, Sean. We had
Oh, my
some great
goodness.
news, man. We had some great news. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, now you know. You're going to hear it first on Let's Talk Football. Kellen Moore is out the freaking door.
No.
Out the freaking door. We need somebody new. I think that Dak needs somebody new, somebody creative. Now, they did announce, Mike McCarthy announced that he will be calling the plays. I do not think that that's going to be the long run thing. I think they're going to have to get an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they go out and get some of these young guys, some guys like, that are willing to shake things up, not the norm, have exciting plays. Yes, we just need a shake up. And I'm happy about that news, Sean. I'm happy.
So you don't want to bring anybody back from the past? Maybe a
I
Jason
would love.
Garrett?
Look, Sean, don't make my nipples hard, okay? Because if Tony Romo would decide to come and grace us with his presence, we will roll out the red carpet for him to be our OC. Roll the carpet out for my boy Romo. No question.
You think that Jerry going to convince this man to leave a lucrative contract where he basically tells America what's about to happen next to come and coach your team?
It's the best thing to do. You do this for the team.
Goodness. Don't do this, Janae.
That's how we are as Cowboys. We die hard. We come back. And from my lips to God's ears, if he can hear me. If he can hear me.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, I don't want to hear about this. Moving on. All right. Oh, my goodness. Tony Romo. Yo, Washington, we also are in that offseason search for an offensive coordinator. Got a couple guys in mind. Pat Shermer, Thomas Jones, the assistant coach, or Thomas Brown, the assistant coach for the Rams. Byron Leftwich, he just got let go from Tampa Bay. Eric Bieniemy, who was talking about, we want to see if we can get him. So
everybody would love to get Eric. Trust me.
Right. So we're definitely going to try. I actually, personally, I want to see if we can bring in a guy, maybe not for offensive coordinator, or maybe, I don't know, Steve Wilkes. He was the interim coach at Carolina, kept that team together. Good energy guy, good guy in the locker room. Something that I think will help to keep, Rivera and Jack Del Rio fresh on certain things. And, it could help us. We're looking to the future. Looking to the future.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Sean. I don't want you to get your hopes up. I'm grabbing the red carpet right now. Do it, Nicole. Grab that red carpet. I love her. Oh, man.
There we go. I think Kellen ended up as being a scapegoat. Dak is good. He's never going to be great, in my opinion. Cowboys couldn't fire $160 million quarterback, so Moore cut instead.
Oh, Ben. Poor Ben. No. Dak Prescott has done his freaking job. Nobody else has a quarter. Do you think that Washington and the Raiders, any of these teams will fight to be in the position that Dak has been on this whole time? At the end of the day, he's gotten you to where he needs to be. You paid him this money. He lost the first round of the playoffs. Then this next year, he got a game better to the divisional. Get him in some time, man. You just paid him the money. You owed him the money. And I like that. I like Dak. Give him somebody, shake it up in there, get somebody new. We're good without Kellen Moore, man. We're good. We're good.
There's a stat that says Tony Romo was 2-4 in the playoffs, 0-3 in the divisional round. And it also says that Dak Prescott is 2-4 in the playoffs, 0-3 in the divisional round.
Oh, you're a hater.
I'm just saying it's just some resemblance. I don't know what it is. It just seems like they're the same person.
Sean, are we in the club?
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Answer
goodness.
that question. Are we outside of the club and can't even get in?
Look,
Are we in the club?
if you in the club standing next to the bathroom, I mean, how much different is that than me being
But
outside?
we in the club. Sean, I know that you can have the perspective of being cold outside the club.
Wow.
We're in the club. So we just got to get a little further.
Okay.
We're going to be
Okay.
all right. We did good
Okay.
this year. I'm happy with what we've done. You know, we're going to change some things up next year and we're good. Forget Kellen Moore. We're going to get somebody in there that's good and we're going to be all right.
Wow.
Boom.
Here we go. Here
Boom.
we go.
We're going to the Super Bowl next year. You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Well, look, there's a lot of other stuff going on, a lot of different questions and everything. Oh, hold up. With all due respect, Janae, Dak has been at least since 2016. He's going into year 8. Dak has hit the ceiling as a quarterback. He's hit his ceiling.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Don't put a cap on my boy, Ben. Don't put a cap on my boy. He's going to show the world. I've been telling Sean forever he's going to show the world. Just give me a little time.
Still waiting.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
How long are we going to have to wait, Janae?
Hey, let's get on to the next one.
Look. So there's a lot of quarterbacks right now that are potentially going to be out. Obviously, we know about Tom Brady. There have been rumors that he's going to go to potentially the Raiders. Rumors that, maybe staying there, or maybe Miami, maybe, who knows about that. And then we also have the Raiders quarterback,
Derek Carr.
So where do you think some of these guys are going to go? And do you think they still have stuff left in the tank?
I don't know. Somebody said Carr to Jets.
I've heard that. What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. If they get Breece Hall back and they got a squad, I don't know. They're doing pretty decent.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to get on a team that's scrummy. I mean, there's not
right
out there that you're going to get.
Right. But but does Derek Carr, is he the answer for a team like that? We're going to talk about this a little bit later. The Jets, they ain't that far off. Is Derek Carr the missing link? Is he the missing piece?
I mean, I think that they need a portable quarterback. They need somebody who can actually throw the ball consistently in the pocket. Now, I think Derek Carr is as good as any. I mean, he's good. I mean, for anybody that you're going to get, either the Jets are going to continue to get this number one, pick yearly thing. I think that you probably need to go with somebody more seasoned.
Okay. Yeah. I've heard that Aaron Rodgers could potentially go there because Hackett's there, which is old OC. So maybe you bring that. You think Aaron Rodgers?
But I think Devontae tried to leave Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't think that will be. I mean, it may work over there in Vegas, but I thought Devontae was trying to leave out. Remember, he said the reason why.
But what if Aaron goes to the Jets though?
I mean, no. I think Carr would be better going to the Jets.
You think Carr would be better with New York?
I think his legs are better. I think they could do more things. I wouldn't. But and also, I don't want Aaron Rodgers' attitude in my locker room. I'd rather have Carr in there because at least I got somebody who's what we have heard, humble, good teammate. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, if he don't like something, he gonna come in there, call you out. He's not gonna be the team player. It's all about everybody else. He's shown the character with Green Bay. So he'll throw them under the bus. You coming to you, y'all don't do good. And he's going to say the wide receiver is this and the coach, you know what I'm saying?
And see, that's the thing about it. Aaron Rodgers, it's not going to work in New York because New York will bite back. Ain't like Green Bay where you run everything. You can sit here and say what you say because New York, you come at them, they're going to come right back at you.
That's very true. I mean, but what do you say about switching over to another quarterback who we just don't know the situation, but I think proved himself towards the end, Danny Dimes.
I honestly, as long as you got Daboll there, as long as you got Carl Laptis calling the plays and you got that defense, it's a healthy Saquon. If you have that, you give him another shot. He earned that this year. I mean, I have to say, now look, we have to be very honest with it. And shout out to the Eagles because they are by far the best team. But we cannot underestimate the fact that all 4 of our teams had the 4 worst schedules in the NFL this year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
true.
let's see what happens next year. Let's get another year where now everybody has already figured out New York, and let's see what they're able to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. I got you.
All right. So, Giants fans, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
Danny Dimes is here to stay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He ain't going nowhere. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see. But, ladies and gentlemen, we want to move on real quick. We got a new little segment. My partner came up with called Like It or Not. Janae, tell them what it's about.
All right, man. Like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we got to say some facts. And you got to tell us whether you like it or not. Do you think that's actually going to happen or not? So, Sean, I'll go first, man. Dak Prescott will be even better next year without Kellen Moore than having him on the field. Like it or not?
I do not like it because if that comes to fruition, then obviously it would be terrible for me. But
no,
I don't. I don't like it because I don't foresee that happening if McCarthy is calling the plays. I don't trust McCarthy as your head coach. And honestly, I feel like with McCarthy and especially with Kellen Moore, they tried to press Dak Prescott and make him a quarterback. Not a quarterback, but make him a thrower. Make him Tony Romo. We always joke about it. But they tried to make him throw the ball all the time. And it's like Zeke totally got lost in the offense. Zeke, and shout out to Pollard. We all know, how good Pollard is and everything. But Zeke is the man you paid the money to. You got to get him, running the ball. So I think they need to get back to that. And I do not think that's going to happen.
Wow. Well, what was it? Was it McCarthy calling plays with Green Bay?
When he had actual solid quarterback, he had one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So are we comparing Aaron Rodgers to Dak Prescott?
Wow. All right, Sean. All right, like it or not, give me one.
Okay. I got one, and since Chris, you're in here talking about the Titans, the biggest, toughest running back, Mr. Derrick Henry, like it or not, he might be nearing the end of his career.
Sean, I like it. The thing is, when running backs start to get, worn out, and as we can see, it definitely went down. The production went down. Maybe it's not there. Maybe he lost the energy there. Maybe it's going somewhere else. But I do like the fact that maybe he won't be with the Titans. And let's see what they got without the big D Henry.
That's gonna be huge. What you got, Janae?
Man, all right, guys. This one is good. All right. Washington Commanders. The Tutties. Tutties. Will Sam Howell be the one to finally take them over the hump and have a decent quarterback? Will he last all season?
The answer is yes, and I love it. Washington is in the position where we've been burned 2 years in a row by trying to pick up quarterbacks. 2 years we've tried to chase, and we've had to have a Taylor Heineke be our guy. We're already, in a funny money situation. We got a couple of people that we got to pay. I absolutely 150% think we're going to run with this guy for 17 games. He's going to be the X factor. You see a Jalen Hurts. This is the league of the young quarterback. Brock Purdy just came out of nowhere. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Howell. Yes, sir.
You were just hype over Heineke.
Woo! Look, he was doing good for us. He absolutely was. But you know where I stand. I'm a Carolina boy. I'm absolutely 150% onto the Sam Howell train. Did you see what he did against y'all? It
was a bad game for us. It was just a bad game.
Oh, okay.
Bad game for us. Bad game.
Put in that work. That's what happened.
I just had Henry in my fantasy. He pulled a lot of points for me still. And he does. That's why I said maybe the juice isn't just for them. Maybe he needs to go somewhere else, man. The Chiefs. Okay.
We know it.
The New York Giants will win the division. Oh, you know what? I like it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I do like it. I like the fact that the Giants will get better. They got this awesome coach. Dayball is killing it. And I just honestly feel like the Giants are doing great. I do like it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. That's what you get for changing your name to the Commandos.
I understand. Okay.
All right,
it's been
son.
rough.
You ready for this? Like it or not?
Yeah.
The Bengals and the Chiefs will meet each other again in the championship next year.
I don't like it. 3 years in a row. Give me somebody else. Jacksonville Jaguars will make it to the championship. Mark my words. I don't want to see the Bengals. The Chiefs are going to be, but I don't want to see the daggone Bengals. Wendy, you're with me. Not. We don't want to see that again. We don't want to see that again. I don't need to see round 3.
It's been happening so many times. All right, Sean, you got to like it or not.
I got to like it or not. Like it or not. 2023, Dan Snyder will be gone. How you feeling? You like that or not?
I love it. I think that if that happens, Washington truly has a chance of changing culture around there, mixing things up, maybe getting rid of the coach, but we'll talk about that later. And then just, and basking in the feeling of not having that weight of the past on you and moving forward. I like that for the Commandos.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Chris said, like it or not, Will Levis from Kentucky will be the biggest bust in the 2023 NFL draft.
Ooh. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think
biggest bust.
I don't like it. I think he probably going to be the man in my opinion.
Yeah. They tout him pretty high. Yeah, they putting him up there pretty high. I mean, look, he can always get to. He might end up with the Raiders, or he might end up with a terrible team, and then I understand, but he just got natural ability, man. And he's played the last 2 years. He's had a lot of guys hurt,
man.
So, yeah. But yeah, he did lose to Vanderbilt. Now look, Chris, I know where you stay in the SEC. Vandy's coming up. They're coming up, but you're absolutely right, man. He did lose to him.
He did lose. But I just still think, man, I think he's one of the guys that's gonna just have that natural talent's gonna show up, man. Natural talent.
I believe it. Here we go. Like it or not, Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders.
I don't like it.
You just talked about that. I don't
like it. I just don't like it because I don't want him and Devon. I think Devontae left. I don't like it, man. What you think?
Personally, I kind of agree with you, man, because I don't want Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to go over to the Raiders and have another stud team and then have people sitting here saying, oh, Aaron Rodgers, you're the best quarterback, blah, blah, blah. No. If it ain't working in Green Bay, somebody will pay you, but I just don't think the Raiders is the spot. I think you're getting rid of Derek Carr to bring in another headache. You talked about all the offseason nonsense, and now you're doing all that in Las Vegas. Nah, I don't like it.
Okay. All right. For the last like it or not, Sean.
Okay, what you got?
For the very last one, 3 quarterbacks in 2023 will get the deep playoffs. Maybe. Ooh. Let's see. So we first got Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. We'll make it into the, at least a divisional round. Let's see.
Okay.
Then we also got Jared Goff that's going to get Detroit over the hump into the divisional round. Let's see. And then the third one, and this was an arm twister, but let's say Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears. Let's see what they could do. They got their boy.
Yeah, they do. All right. Trevor Lawrence, number 1. Absolutely. I think he brings them back to the championship. I definitely love that. Number 2, Jared Goff. You said divisional round of the playoffs?
They started cooking. Though. Towards the end. They took it to the last 6 games in a row. They won out.
Yeah.
They were on roll. Defense was hot. Golf was cooking finally.
And Aaron Rodgers is potentially going to be out of that division. We know Minnesota's kind of struggling. Yeah, I like it.
Okay,
I can see Jared Goff getting it done. And the third one, Justin Fields, next year. I don't like it. I think they can look. I think they can make it to the playoffs, but I don't think they make it. I don't think they go far. I think they get knocked out. They haven't been there in so long. I think it's going to be, it's going to be nice to get them there, but I don't think they're going to last far. So I got
you
2
do
to
think
3.
they'll get to the playoffs?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was our first time doing Like It or Not, and we actually like this game, so I think it's going to be done every week, man, because, look, my Like It or Not, Sean Payton to coach again. Ooh, but not for the Saints. Ooh. Nicole, I like it only because he left the Saints for a reason. There's got to be a reason why he took this time off. Now he's shopping around 1 year later. Right. It was all orchestrated and planned perfectly. I think that there was a reason why he left the Saints. I don't know, with his front office, whatever. But I do think he's back. I like it. I like it.
Now, look, this goes right with it. Chris followed right up. Like it or not, Derek Carr to the Saints.
Ooh.
Could you imagine Carr with Olave, Kamara, Ingram, that defense?
That could be nice. That could be real nice.
They could be the instant favorites in that division right now.
I like it, Chris.
I like that a lot.
Like that.
Oh yeah. Good pickup on that one.
Hey, we like that you guys tuned in on that, man. This is good. We want to continue, guys, for you guys to write your like it or not, man, because we really want to tune in and see what you guys like and what you don't like.
Right. Let them know. But we got to move along. We appreciate you being here with us. We're getting close to the end of the show, but this would not be Let's Talk Football, and Janae and I wouldn't be who we are if we didn't force you to ask that question.
That make me crazy. Does that make me crazy? Man, that's where me and Sean get to just say what's on our heart. You may actually think it sounds insane, but to us, it sounds perfectly normal. Sean, I will go first.
Come on now.
Does that make me crazy that we should probably get used to seeing Patty Mahomes in the next 4 Super Bowls?
What?
That make me crazy. Does that make me crazy? 4. The next 4.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't take a drink of water because that would have been all over everything, man.
Yes.
The next 4?
Does that sound crazy?
Ooh. Okay. I like where you're going with that. But I'm gonna show America that I am not biased. Not even to my division, ladies and gentlemen, because there is one team that will be back in the Super Bowl a year from now. But it's not the Kansas City Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, Jalen Hurts. Them boys in Philly, they got something going, and I don't think they're going away anytime soon. Does that make me crazy? Eagles will be in back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yes. That make me crazy. What are you saying? Press end on the show right now. What are you saying? No.
Let's go. What you got?
I have to spit that out of my mouth. Like, what in the world? All right, man. Does that make me crazy that there are a few teams that didn't quite make it over the hump? But there are teams that I truly feel that will get over the hump. But does it make me crazy, Sean, to think, and listen to this, don't count me out, that the Houston Texans turn it around and they could possibly win over 7 games next year? Does that make me crazy? That make me crazy. 7.
7?
They're going from the bottom to at least middle of the pack. 7 games.
Did they move down to college?
No, they didn't.
Did I not know about that?
Sean.
7 games today.
7. They win it. 7 games.
Okay. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it. There's a man that one of our co-hosts of the ladies show just loves to death. He's had a rough year. You know, his team barely made it out of their division, which really wasn't great. He got divorced, and it's looking like he's no longer going to be in Tampa Bay. So does that make me crazy that there's a team that's not far from Tampa Bay? In fact, it's in the same state that will get his services. The Miami Dolphins and Tom Brady. Oh, they're gonna be a nice little marriage next year. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy. What happens to Tua? Do you think they're gonna trade? You think they'll trade Tua to the Bucks?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you on this whole Tua thing. I don't know how many years he got left. They said after his last concussion, he was in concussion protocol for a full month after the concussion. I'm being very honest with you. I don't know that I feel safe putting him back out there. And then it's like, well, here's an insurance policy. You bring in Brady. If Brady goes out, you bring in Tua. I mean, we'll see. I don't know how it's going to happen.
It can work. It can work. But, you know, Tom Brady ain't going to want to sit out.
But exactly. But here's the other part about it. This offseason, they had a joint practice, Miami and Tampa. There was one point where, you know, Tom Brady's just throwing balls, walking. Tyreek Hill walks up to him, taps him on the shoulder and says, Tom, I just want to introduce myself. Hope maybe we can probably get together and throw some balls sometime. So that was before the season.
Okay. Well, you know what? I do think that makes you crazy, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. You ain't believing it?
I ain't believing it, man. I don't see it. Well, we gotta see what the quarterback situation is. But if Tua gets healthy and they allow him to play, they did good with them. They did good.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us and sticking with us, because obviously we do have a couple screws loose upstairs, but we got to come close to closing the show. But as you know, we go with the longest running segment on this show, the Down and Dirty.
The Down and Dirty, baby. With me and Sean, just to get to say what's on our hearts. And we hope you guys receive it in love, because that's all we want to do is promote positivity and love.
Yeah.
And, man, Sean, what is your Down and Dirty?
Look, man, sometimes the best thing to do is just to sit with family and watch football. And it's so crazy in the hustle bustle of everything that's going on. It's sometimes hard to find time to do that, or you tell yourself, oh, I'm so busy, I got to take care of this and I can't do that. And you just miss out on those opportunities until that time that you actually do get a chance to hang out again. And I'm telling you, there's nothing that takes the weight off of your shoulders than going over there, maybe hanging out with family, being able to see somebody that might have been down in the dumps, and you guys being together is kind of lifting both of you guys up.
Yes.
So take every opportunity you can. If you don't have time, make time. Go out there and see family, see those that you're close to. Come join us on this show. We appreciate you talking, and just make that time, because we started off the show talking about somebody in the hospital and somebody that had passed. You don't want to wait till then. So let's make time. All right, let's do that. 2023.
Man,
baby.
I freaking love that, man. You hit me right on the nail, because that's exactly what I was going to promote too, man. Take every freaking moment to just tell people that you love them. Tell people that you care about them. Tell people, you know, how much they mean to you, because tomorrow is not promised. I lost an uncle a couple weeks ago, and it was, you know, a sudden thing, and it just put everything in perspective. Seeing my family at the funeral this past weekend, is that time is just not, we think that we have so much time. Like, we see the clock, it goes around every day. We know it's going to be midnight. We know it's going to be 12 o'clock. It's just going around and around. But I think we really take for granted the fact that time is not granted for everybody. Time, you know, there's 4,000 weeks. The average lifespan is 80 years. That's 4,000 weeks. When you want to get to that 4,000 weeks, you want to look back at your life and say, what did I do to make it great? What did I do to make my life great, to make myself great, to make the people around me great? That's encouraging people. That's showing love to people, keeping those longevity relationships, keep in touch with people. But remember, time is not given, a long amount of time is not given to everybody. And we don't know when our card is going to be plucked out the deck. We have no idea. So give me my flowers while I can spell them. Give Sean his flowers while he can spell them. Give your family, your parents. Thank them for what they did for you. Thank them for what they gave to you. You know, your friends, the people that mean something to you, thank them. Because it takes just a second out of your day. But I guarantee when you look back over your 80 years, your 4,000 weeks, you will say, man, I lived a great life. I lived it with great people. And now I don't have any regrets because God forbid I go. You shouldn't have no regrets with telling me how you feel. Saying I love Sean. You know, Sean knows that. We talk all the time. That's my boy. That's my brother. But I never will take a chance for granted to not tell Sean that because Sean don't know whether it's my day or his last day. You know, tomorrow will take care of itself. But remember, take the time out because time is so precious and not all of us have a lot of it left.
Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. I love that. Yeah, buddy. There it is.
Let's go.
There it is. Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all sticking here, hanging out with us. Definitely stay tuned next week. We will be having predictions. Might even be bringing some people on here to go through their predictions.
Ooh, it's going to be fun.
Come on now. So definitely, if you are interested in hopping on just for real quick, have people come in here, give their prediction, what they think is going to happen, how they think these two teams match up, and then bring on as many people as we can get on here, man. So
it's going to be a fun show. Fun show,
Cannot
man.
wait.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Tune in next week, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, man. It's going down. Sean, I can't wait to see you next week, Brody.
To
finally
always
make
good.
These predictions, because you already know they're ready for these predictions, but we're going to hold out until next week, so you will find out who we are picking for the Super Bowl. Scores and everything. It's going to go down, baby. It's going down.
Let's go.
Hey, you already know what time it is. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Peace
out, everybody. We love you. See you next week.
Peace.
Let's go. Everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man losing so fight. Kirk Cousins.
All right.